Yeah, what's good everybody? Welcome to another exciting edition of The Ride with Under. We're on episode number 8 and today we're doing the all new BMW 4 Series. Perhaps the most talked about car from BMW at the moment. But before we get into this video, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please make sure you pass it on to your friends and leave a comment for us below and let us know what you think. And also before we get into this video, shout out to the gents from Ushukela. Follow the homies on Instagram at Ushukela_RSA is where you can find them. Great merch. We're excited. Let's get into it. Talk about the elephant in the room here. This brand new BMW grille that they've put in this 4 Series. Now, a lot of people were up in arms with regards to this particular grille. I remember when the first car was shown to the world on the internet last year, people were like really commenting about the grille, saying that it's not nice, it's un-BMW as it were. But the thing is though, this grille is not particularly new to BMW. So the first ever BMW 3 Series had this similar grille in 1967, and this car was called the 2002. In fact, other product lines had it too. The 5 Series, the 6, and even the 7 Series had this design. So for it being new, it really isn't. It was just, you know, on its off-season training for the main event. And boy, did it train. All right, so let's take a closer look at this actual grille. Now, when you see this grille in pictures, when the car was launched last year, you saw the car in pictures, it didn't quite look as sophisticated as it looks right now. If you get really close to the car, you can see there's some nice detail that's on this grille. This grille really looks absolutely amazing. The design of this car is fantastic. If you move along the side, you'll see beautiful LED lights that have been sculptured here, very different from the previous 4 Series. Move across to the side profile of the car, it looks absolutely amazing. It looks more balanced, it looks sportier, it's slightly longer than the previous 4 Series. It also sits a little bit lower as well, so it gives you a better sportier drive. This car is fitted with the M Sport kit, which will give you these beautiful 19-inch rims over here. Moving along to the side, the beautiful lines that come across, the side skirtings that come with the M Sport kit, beautiful mirrors as well. Every single thing about this car is fantastic. You really have to come up like really close to the car to really see the beauty of it. All right, so moving along to the back of the car, this is where I think BMW really did a great job in making this car look really sexy, look really, really appealing. The car is wider than the previous 4 Series, giving it a better drive, you know, especially if you're someone that likes to do, you know, high speeds and put the car through corners at really high speeds. This gives you a great drive because it's slightly wider than the other one. Having a look at the lights, beautiful LED lights here. Like again, you really have to come up close and personal to really see the detail of the LED lights in this particular car. Down here to the bottom, 2 exhaust pipes, real exhaust pipes. I think Mercedes-Benz can learn from that. And moving along to the back, park distance control at the back. This car really looks good. It looks sexy. It's not as aggressive as the front, but it still looks quite sexy. Okay, so let's talk practicality. This car has got a 440-litre boot, which is quite practical. In fact, you can fit a whole bunch of things here, including a set of golf clubs. And you can also fold the seats back, giving you ample room if you want to fit other stuff inside this car. Quite like that. Okay, cool. So let's take a look inside. Inside this BMW 4 Series, this looks pretty much the same as the 3 Series, but one innovation from the previous 4 Series is what they call the seatbelt butler. As you would have seen, this little contraption over here actually gives you the seatbelt, and once you've done that, it actually goes back inside as well. The previous one was all flimsy and, you know, it broke sometimes, so that is a good innovation from BMW. Moving along to the infotainment system, they've done a really good job here as well. Pretty much the same as the 3 Series. A bit of new innovation. BMW now have Android Auto installed, so all the Android users can now just basically throw a party. We'll also have wireless charging for your smartphone, lots of storage space all around. I must admit though that having a look at this one and having a look at the Audi A5, I must say the Audi A5 does look a little bit better inside. The infotainment system of the Audi A5 is a little bit more interesting to look at. Okay, so this car is really nice to sit in, and it's fitted with a nice leather and Alcantara finish with beautiful blue stitching over here. On the seat belt, there's a bit of M stitching as well. It's really comfortable to sit in. I really, really like the feel of this car. I've always been a fan of the BMW 4 Series. I've always felt that it's like the bad boy of the BMW family, without being too naughty though, without being too aggressive. I really enjoy this car. It feels fantastic. The M Sport steering wheel with a little M badge over there as well. Moving down to the bottom, you got your start button down here, electronic handbrake, driver experience modes, and obviously your swivel button is still here with the little writing pad that you can use here as well. All very, very nice. USB port over there. You've also got a USB Type-C port over there. This car is just nice. It really is just nice. There's nothing else to say about the vehicle other than it's nice. Well, at the back, it's not so pretty, especially if you're a big guy like myself. It's not really all that comfortable back here. There's not really any space. This is at my driving position. It's touching the driver, and my head is touching the roof because of the slanted roof here. But the seats are quite comfortable. I quite like that though. You've got little hooks on the side here to hang your jacket, and a bit of storage space underneath here, a bit of storage space underneath there. You've also got two USB ports down here as well. You've also got the climate control at the back here as well. And pull this down here, little armrest with cup holders that eventually work. But it's not all gloom and doom for the guys at the back. You've got some nice lights down here as well. And the seat belts have got the M stitching as well. So it's not too bad. If you're smaller than me, you'll be comfortable. And of course, if you have a child, you also have ISOFIX ports over here. I'm not really comfortable, so I'm gonna go back in the front and go for a drive. If I can get out. I'm stuck. Now, in terms of how this car feels on the road, it feels just like any other BMW. It feels very, very balanced. It feels very good to drive. It feels very fun to drive. It feels very sporty without being too aggressive. I quite like this car. I was a big fan of the previous 4 Series, and I thought, okay, fine, what could they improve on in this one? And what they've done here is that even though it's the same engine, it's still the same 2-liter, 140 kilowatt engine that they've put in here, but it just feels so much more smoother. And because it's wider, it feels a lot better in the corners. It feels more sportier. It feels great. I absolutely love this car. Put the car into sport mode, and you can still have fun in this car. You can't help but smile when you drive this car, man. All right, so in terms of engines, you get the 420i, the 420d, which is what we're driving today, the 440i, the M440i, and the M4. Those are the 4 engines you get so far in the new BMW 4 Series. I don't think they'll release any other engines. I think those are the ones that they are actually working with. The 420d is the 140 kilowatt 2-liter engine. It's a 4-cylinder engine. It's going to give you 400 Newton meters of torque, which is sufficient. It really is sufficient. It feels good. It feels great to drive. In terms of economy, you're getting about 5.2 liters per 100 Ks. In a 60-liter tank, you'll probably get about 900 kilometers in this car. So it's not too bad in terms of fuel economy as well. You would expect that from a diesel engine from BMW. And of course, the big question, what about safety? Well, this car's got 6 airbags. You've got driver, passenger airbag, you've got these 2 airbags on the side there as well, and you've got side curtain airbags. So in terms of safety, you pretty much sorted out. And you've also got the modern stuff like your ABS and EBD and electronic brake force distribution and all those kind of things that you've got in modern cars these days. So in terms of safety, you're pretty sorted. And also got a 5-star NCAP rating, so that is taken care of. So let's talk about price. Because I'm sure you're wondering, Andrew, you've been going on and on about this car, you haven't mentioned how much it costs you. So let's talk about price. This particular model, with the extras and the options that this car has, you're looking at about 987,000 rand, which may sound like a lot, but for what you're getting, it really isn't. And I will admit, it's a little bit more expensive than your competitors, which are the Mercedes-Benz C-Class, the C220 diesel coupe, or the Audi A5 coupe. It's a little bit more than them, but not by much, maybe 20 or 30,000 rand. So it's not really a factor. So what is my verdict on the all-new BMW 4 Series? Is it better than the Audi A5, or is it better than the Mercedes-Benz C200 coupe? I'm gonna explain this in a different way. Okay, so this is vanilla ice cream. It's nice, it's consistent. If you go to any restaurant or any shop and you ask for vanilla ice cream, you'll get it. And the taste is pretty much the same everywhere. But it's not necessarily exciting. I mean, you're not gonna take a picture of this and post it on the Instagram. Which actually kind of reminds me of two cars. This is the same vanilla ice cream, but it's got a caramel dip or caramel topping or whatever you want to call this thing. It looks more exciting. In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to take a picture of this and put it up on Instagram because this is exciting. And in fact, now that I think about it, it also reminds me of a car. So good. Oh, guys, by the way, thank you so much for watching the channel. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a comment for us below. Make sure you follow Ushugela, right? They're nice and sweet. Make sure you follow these guys on Instagram, Ushugela_RSA. Awesome drip. Speaking about awesome, guys. We'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Cheers.